IIS Academy. Today we are going to look at International Union for Conservation of Nature. So what is IUCN? IUCN is a membership union composed of both government and civil society organization. So it is a union that's consisting of different state governments and at the same time different NGOs, so different civil society organizations. So what is its aim? It works to conserve the various species of flora and fauna. So this institution was actually founded in 1948 and it is headquartered in Switzerland. So this institution, IUCN, has 1,400 member organizations. It includes state governments and agencies, and it includes also non-government organizations and also even indigenous peoples organizations. They have more than 15,000 experts, which are consisting of in 6 commissions. They have more than 15,000 experts, and they have more than 900 staffs, and their institutions expands over 50 countries. What do? They try to influence different national policies, different international policies in the direction of conserving nature. That is different flora and fauna, different species of flora and fauna. And they try to attain sustainable development goal, and also they try to provide benefits to people and nature. So they have in total 6 commissions. So these commissions consist of different scientists and experts who are going to aid, who are going to provide the know-how, the policy advice, so that this institution, the IUCN, can make informed decisions. So which are these 6 commissions? They are Commission on Education and Communication, Commission on Ecosystem Management. Like that, there are 6 commissions whose name is not really important. But what is more important is the red list, the IUCN red list. So what is red list? So it is a list of threatened species. Okay, it is the world's most comprehensive inventory of the global conservation status of plant and animal species. So different species that is facing threat to their survival. So those species will be mentioned in this red list. Not just that, every species will be mentioned, but their threatened, the nature of threat that they are facing and the intensity of it, everything will be mentioned in this list. So it is a critical indicator of the health of the world's biodiversity. So it is speaking about the health of the biodiversity, the condition of different species that's in nature. So it is a powerful tool to inform and catalyze action for biodiversity conservation and policy change. So whatever the policies that government is bringing up, whatever policies that different NGOs are bringing up to conserve nature, to help the sustainability of different species, different animals, different plants. So all these efforts, so IUCN's data is going to help them make informed decisions. So it provides information about the range, the population, size, habitat, ecology, use and or trade, threats and conservation actions that will help inform necessary conservation decisions. And the IUCN red list is used by governments, government agencies, wildlife departments, conservation related non-government organizations, and even natural resources planners, etc. So, and this red list was actually established in 1964. So they are going to assess newly recognized species too, and they are going to reassess the situation, that is the status of some existing species too. And it uses a set of quantitative criteria to evaluate the extinction risk of species, and the red list categorizes define the extinction risk of species assessed. So this list is going to provide the extinction status, whether an animal is going to extinct, the kind of threat they are facing in the nature. So for this, they have actually categorized, the red list categorized into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 categories are there, which shows the kind of threat that they are facing. So broadly, they are into extinct category, threatened category, and least concern category. So firstly, extinct, which means the species is not existing anymore in nature. A single member of that species is not here on this planet. Okay. Next one is extinct in wild, which means this species, which is an animal or a plant, its natural habitat is not existing anymore. It might be in captivity, it might be in a zoo or somewhere, it might be under cultivation, but its natural habitat is not there. So this species is away from its natural range. The third one is under threatened, we have critically endangered. So these are species. So those species which are under this category are those species which are facing extremely high risk of extinction in the wild, which means the natural habitat has not been completely destroyed, but they are in the wild, but they are facing very extreme kind of threat. The second one is endangered, which means they are also facing high threat, very high risk of extinction they are facing. Then we have vulnerable. These species also face high risk of extinction in the wild. And next is nearly threatened. Alright, nearly threatened. So this is close to qualified, flying or close to qualifying or likely to qualify for a threatened category in the near future. If proper conservation policies are not in place, if not initiated, then they might move into the threatened category. Okay, there is a chance that they might face extinction challenges. Next is least concern, which means the probability of them getting into this category, which means the probability of them facing any extinction challenges is very minute. So the population will be stable enough, and they're not really, we do not have to be concerned about them. Next is data deficient, which means we do not have much information about these species. So that's all about IUCN. For more such videos, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also go visit our website www.believersis.com so that you can avail our free current affair materials. You can get to see our blog and also the kind of course structure that we provide. Do follow us on Instagram, and you can also join our Telegram channel at Believers IAS. So there also you are going to get a lot of UPSC updates. Thank you.